Hi, I'm going to talk to you about MiraMate today. It is something that I discovered just about 2 months ago. I had been just fighting excruciating knee pain after I took a back step into a hole and twisted it. I had the usual treatment. They checked it out and they said that there was no tear, but there had to have been a tear, even though it was just too small to see, because it just wasn't healing. It burned, it hurt, it was bruisey, it was swollen, it just wasn't good. And so I tried all the usual, the pain medication, the NSAIDs, and none of that seemed to be helping at all. So then I did a little research and thought, well, okay, I'll try a near-infrared device. That device did help some, and now we're talking about 2 months later. So I hurt my knee in June, and in August I was still hurting, so then I went ahead and ordered this device, and in September I tried it for about 3 weeks before it started working at all, and it really wasn't taking me over to where I needed to be in order to be able to function, to walk normally, and even to sleep. This thing was keeping me awake. So then I talked to a friend about it, and she said, "Oh, well, you have to try this. Here you get this PEMF device from MiraMate. It's reasonable and it works. It'll heal." I didn't believe it, but of course, when you're in a lot of pain, you're always searching for a solution. So therefore, I went ahead and ordered it. It came quickly. It was amazing. And this is not an unboxing thing, but I do want to show you that this is the Mini Magic. That is what I ordered. It comes with a power cord. You can use it with batteries. And the standard order comes with this device, which I have taped together because I was using it on my dog. But this is 2 leads, and you put these on different sides, with the little things poking out, and then you can wrap it up with the elastic bands that they give you. They give you a small one, like if you want to use it for your wrist, and they also give you a big one if you want to use it on any other part of your body. Like for me, it was for my knee. I went ahead and also ordered the quads because I do suffer from back pain and hip pain, and I thought, well, if it cures my knee or makes me feel better that way, then it's bound to work on those pains as well, and that will require the bigger ones. So I ordered the mini with the standard and the quad. It came. I used it immediately. Within 3 days of using this thing, I started to get relief. Now, mind you, I was just grateful to get relief, but I was like, will it actually heal me? So I continued to use it, and I felt that I wasn't making enough progress. For some reason, it seemed to be working, but not as much. So I decided to use the quad on my knee. And doing that, within a week's time, I was walking normally again. It was an incredible thing. It was amazing, almost miraculous. I mean, it almost brings me to tears because nothing else had worked. Nothing the doctors had done, nothing that I had done on my own. The cold, the heat, all that stuff that they always tell you to do, and rest, none of it had worked. And this thing not only took the pain and inflammation away almost instantaneously within those first 3 days, but within a week's time, I was walking almost completely normally. And by the end of the second week, I actually forgot that I had been injured when I started doing more activities around the house. And so I'm a believer. In fact, I find that this thing is not only so easy to use. I mean, it has 3 settings. You can use it with a battery, so you can carry it with you. You can plug it in to your computer because it has a USB. You also get a cube, so you can plug it in to electricity. And you can use it any way you'd like, anywhere you'd like. I didn't use it for that long. I only used it for about half an hour to an hour a day. At first, and then once I realized that it was working, then I started using it a little bit more as recommended. And of course, now I only use it if and when something flares up. Now, I have come to find that this has made such a difference with my health issues. I do suffer from pain all the time, and I also got COVID, and with COVID, my vision for some reason was affected. If I put these things on, almost like eyeglasses, and just give myself a short treatment, my vision clarifies, so it gets clearer. I don't know how it works or why it works, but it works. So my vision has been improving since I started doing that. In fact, I did some more research throughout all of this and found out that not only is it a very safe type of method of treatment or therapy, but you can also use it on animals. And so here I have my little guy, Tito. And little Tito, he suffers from dry eye. And so right now I'm spending about $160 a month to treat this little guy's dry eyes. That's a lot of money. Not only that, but I can tell that even though I am giving him his medications religiously 3 times a day, and he has 4 medications, that his little eye still hurts because he does a little bit of extra blinking, he scratches at it, and he rubs it. But what I have seen and what I have done is I've gone ahead, and that's why these were taped, because I was using them on him. And so I just put them together, so that way I have one. And then I just put it over his eye like that. And then we use it as a bonding time where I just literally cuddle him, and he just gets his treatment about 5 minutes. That's it. And I have seen some improvement. Even if I'm a little late on his medications, now I try to be very religious, but even if I am a tiny bit late, his eye is not drying out as much as it was. And although he's still rubbing, I just started doing this a week or so ago, and it's only 5 minutes a day. But even though he's still rubbing, it's not quite as bad as it was. So I think it's working. And I'm very eager to continue doing it on a daily basis and see if we can get him to a better place and see what the vet says without telling the vet when he goes in for his treatment in January. I'm excited. I'm also excited and such a believer that I decided to purchase the mat, and I can't wait to get it. And I look forward to maybe getting better health and less pain. Anyway, thanks. If you decide to try it, I hope it works as well for you as it did for me.